What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Casper's Kicks once again. Appreciate y'all for stopping in and checking out the channel. So today I'm going to be doing a quick holder sale video over the Air Jordan 4 Aim by Maniere, which is set to drop today. I believe they dropped at 10 Central Time or 11 Central Time. Don't 100% quote me on that. Go check for yourself if you're watching this video before they drop. But like I said, we're set to get those today. So going to give y'all my prediction over how I think they're going to do. And then also just a quick daily lace-up over everything sneaker related that we got today. So going to jump into the daily lace-up first, and then we'll discuss this holder sale. So started off, we had two releases today. We had the Huff Dunks today. My mind went blank for a second. We had the black and blue Huff Dunks that released today, and I do have the stock numbers. So for the black pair, there was a men's 4 through men's 15, and they had a total of 49,848 pairs. And then for the blue pair, they had a men's 4 through men's 15, and they had a total of 5,592. So as you see, one pair was way more limited than the other pair. I don't know what the reasoning was for that, but I took an L on both dunks. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to hit on them. Y'all know dunks are super hard to hit on sneakers apps sometimes, so that's what I was expecting. And this one was a little weird because like they weren't on the normal, like we see all the releases, the Huff Dunks weren't on there. You had to go like to the feed and scroll down until you found where to enter for them. So it was a little bit weird. I don't know why they had them in that spot, but yeah, like I said, I took an L on them. It is what it is. Not tripping too much over them. Now, continuing to a couple releases that we got notified of that are set to drop next year, both by Z Sneakerhead. So starting off, so we have the return of the Air Jordan 8 playoffs, and those are set to return September 2nd, 2023. So we have a while before they do end up dropping, but just to give a heads up on that shoe, I know a lot of people are probably interested in the playoff 8s. We haven't had an 8 like drop in a minute. I know I think the Taxi 8s that dropped, but that was a women's release, and we haven't had a men's 8 that's dropped in, I couldn't tell you how long. So for those of y'all that like Air Jordan 8s, you have an opportunity to cop a pair next year. Hopefully y'all like these. They're honestly not that bad. I have no 8s in my collection. I used to have a pair, but not anymore, so I may try to get them. But we haven't been getting 8s like that, so hopefully they start releasing more 8s like they've been doing with the Jordan 2s. Now, continuing on to another release that we have, and this one I am 100% interested in. I already may have to double up on the shoe. But we have the Air Jordan 1 University Blue, and this is a black toe University Blue 1. So, like the Taxis, like the Core Purples, like everything with the black toe, we're finally getting a UNC version of that shoe, and y'all know 100% this shoe is going to fly off shelves. It looks really good, I'm not even gonna lie. So, like I said, I'm gonna double up on them. I'm already planning ahead that I need to get 2 pairs of these for myself. Yeah, this is a really nice looking shoe, and from Mr. Unloved Ones, he confirms a lot of the sneaker info, especially stuff related to ones. He's tweeted out they will be coming like this. So like the mock-up that Z Sneakerhead put out, those are how the University Blue ones are supposed to look. It's going to be interesting, and the release date on those is set for July 8th, 2023. So not that far away. We have a half a year before those come out, so I'm hoping things go smoothly. Hopefully they look exactly how they're supposed to. Hopefully they make a good amount of pairs of them, because I think a lot of people are going to be interested in this shoe. It's a nice looking shoe, and yeah, so yeah, that's the shoe is set to come out July, so be ready for that one. Now continuing on, so like I mentioned, today is the release of the Aim by Maniere Jordan 4. Now this morning, the Aim by Maniere 4s were on the Sneakers app for a release of November 23rd, and the retail price on them was $225. They weren't loaded as a draw. I would expect them to change to a draw whenever the release date comes, but I checked like 20 minutes ago and they weren't on Sneakers anymore, so I don't know if they're going to reload them closer to the 23rd or what exactly they're going to do. But I did mention that they would probably end up doing a Sneakers release, because that is what they've done with the past Aim by Manieres. And so I would expect them to drop these as well. So it looks like the 23rd will be the date for that. But just kind of continue checking your Sneakers app. Like I mentioned, they weren't on there when I looked a little while ago. So maybe they'll load them back up closer to the 23rd. Or they're going to change the date up, or however they do it. But yeah, like I said, I'm expecting a drop for them, not a regular Leo drop for those. So that is everything I have for the daily lace-up. So let's go ahead and jump into this holder sale for the Aim by Maniere 4s. So per my usual holder sale videos, y'all know I use StockX just to kind of gauge the price and see where things are for these A Maniere 4s. Now, if you're not familiar with the release method they've done with these, they've done 3 basically now. Well, there was 2 confirmed, and then it looks like we'll have a 3rd option to cop these. So they did the video entry where you had to create a video over something important for you, and you posted on Instagram or Twitter, and that was basically the raffle that they did. Instead of doing in-store raffle, they did the video entry, and you could post your video on social media. They would, I guess, watch the video or check to see if you did it. I don't know, but they DM you, and you had the opportunity to purchase the shoe if you did that method. Invoices went out earlier this week. They've already sent out all invoices, and I believe today that I'm recording this video was the last day to pay your invoice. So hopefully all of y'all paid y'all's invoices that one that did the video entry, and then that one with the video entry as well. Now moving to the second method for this shoe, which is today. That is the online release for the Air Jordan 4 A Maniere. That is on the A Maniere website. So I'm sure if you're watching this video before that drops, go to the website and you can have a chance to enter on there. But that is the second drop for the shoe. Now the third one, like I just mentioned, is on the Sneakers app, and that one I guess is semi-confirmed, but like I have a good feeling that they're going to release on Sneakers app. So whenever that releases, that will be another opportunity for you to cop the shoe. I wouldn't expect a ton of pairs on Sneakers, but nevertheless, you will have an opportunity on there. And then I believe there were a couple other places doing raffles. I think End is doing a raffle for the Air Jordan 4 A Maniere, and End is an overseas store, but they do ship to the US, so I'll probably enter on there. I'm not sure of anywhere else that's doing raffles for the shoe. If you know of anywhere else, leave a note in the comments for those that may be interested in entering. But not a ton of places to enter for these shoes. So I'm sure there'll be a good amount of pairs, but at the same time, it's somewhat limited just because they're not releasing everywhere. So as y'all know, the 4s are doing very, very well right now. Y'all know 4s are kind of the new Jordan 1, where they're at the top of all the Jordans, and that's the shoe everybody's really interested in right now. So that kind of factors into the shoe, because 1 is limited, 2 it's a collab, and then 3 it's a Jordan 4. Now if we looked at the past A Maniere Jordan collabs, now they've had the 3, the 2, and a 1. The 1 and 2 are doing alright, nothing too crazy, but the Air Jordan 3 A Maniere is the shoe that was probably sneaker of the year when it came out. That shoe has done very well ever since it came out, and they had a good amount of pairs of those. So like I said, that 3 is doing very well. It's a very nice looking 3. Now in my opinion, I still think the 3 is the best shoe, but the 4 is not too far behind it. So I would expect something similar to happen with the Air Jordan 4 as with the Air Jordan 3, just because, like I mentioned, 4s have been very popular. 4s is what people have been wanting lately. So I think it'll help factor into how well this shoe will do. Now going to StockX, I'm starting with my size. So I'm 11.5, so I'm using that as a basis. So last sale was $535, lowest ask is $719, highest bid is $536. Like I mentioned, retail price is $225 on these. So if we go to the chart, and let me screen record for y'all so y'all can see what I see on my end. So going to the charts, and we'll go just a couple days ago. So this was November 16th. Price was sitting at $744. And then they've dropped, well, I guess November 16th was today, but as you see, they've dropped from $744 down to $550 today. If we go back, let's see, to November 10th, the price was $1,082. So they've dropped pretty much almost half since November 10th. So that's over a 6-day period that they dropped down to $550. Now, when they release today or tomorrow, I would expect them to kind of chill at that 500 mark. I don't see them dropping too low, below 500, but honestly, it'll depend on how many pairs they release on the online release for these. I think that'll kind of just determine how low the price will drop for these. Now, y'all know FOMO is real. FOMO is real, fear of missing out. So I'm sure a lot of people that didn't do the video entry will be trying for the online method tomorrow, and they won't have luck because they didn't do the video entry, which was probably a high chance of hitting if you did the video entry. So I think manual on the website is going to be pretty hard, just because a lot of people are going to be going for them. So people will be looking for pairs when they drop online tomorrow. So once again, another factor that goes into the hype with these. So all to say, hold or sell, I think honestly you will be good either way. If you sell them right away, I think you can make a pretty good profit. You probably make 200 plus off of the shoe if you sell right away. If you hold them, I think they will go up. I just don't know the time frame for how long they go up. It would take for them to go up, but I would hold, for me, probably no more than 6 months to a year. That would be my time frame to hold if I decided to hold these. I'm probably not going to hold them because I'm not planning to get too many pairs of these. With the Lost and Found ones coming out this weekend, it's been a crazy week with shoes, so I'm not planning on grabbing too many pairs. But I think for me, if I were in the driver's seat and I was trying to decide between holding or selling, I would probably just end up selling my pairs and just putting the money into something else, especially with everything that's still set to come out this year. I'd probably just kind of want to move on. Now, the only thing that would change my mind is if I'm able to get like 5+ pairs and I have the capital to just sit on them, then I'll probably just hold on to them for like half a year to a year and then reevaluate whenever that time comes next year. But I think this shoe will go like later down the line. It'll be a $600-700 shoe. It's just getting it to that point whenever whenever that time period is. But I do see them going up a little bit whenever they drop. It's just kind of depends on how many they release online tomorrow or today when y'all watching this video. But that is my prediction. Let me know how y'all feel about the Air Jordan 4 by Maniere. Do y'all think it's a hold? Do y'all think it's a sell? Where do you think the price range for these will end up kind of later down the line? Like I said, I think for me tomorrow or today when they drop, I'd expect in the $400 to $500 range, and then over the next couple weeks they'll slowly start going back up when people realize like I didn't hit those sneakers and now I have nowhere else to hit. So let me know what you think about that. As always, I appreciate y'all for stopping. And go and subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button, turn on the notification bell so you can stay today when I post new content. As always, more stuff dropping at some point this week, hopefully tomorrow, but we will see when we get there. But as always, hopefully y'all enjoy the rest of y'all week, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.